Gotta start it over. Gotta start it over. Oh, diggers. Diggers. Front end loaders. Do. My channel. 32 seconds in. Hear the audio. Kinda need. 32 seconds in. There we go. Audio good. Test chat. Rain. I should say it's misting. Hello, chat. You are there now. You got the other one?
Yep.
This one takes a second sometimes. Intuitive it is. I'm just hoping this one acknowledges at all. 1 minute ago, this should be it. Hullabaloo, hullabalee. Oh, the crows are gathering. They know. They know we're in a predicament. They're watching us going, why are they hanging out in the rain? They know what's coming. We're going to get dumped on. Wah, 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 wah. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Hey, there's some talk. There we go. All right, we got all three in there, the chat now. Now, we just need to get to the spot where Kick, when Kick is active in there as well, I'll really appreciate that. All right, we're all golden there. Put my sound off. Ready to turn on some music? I think so. One of the greatest love songs ever, for Grace.
Dream
I've been there. Listen to me, shake my head.
Hello, hello, hello. Let me see if I'm back. Got the mic on. Mic's on. Yeah, there we go. Doing pretty good. We were dodging rain, and it looks like it's still pretty overcast. It might pour on us, but we're sticking it out. Yeah, welcome aboard. How you doing? I got some construction going on down the road. You should be able to barely hear it. You'll let me know. I'm sure. Doing pretty good. Today's last day streaming for the week. We got the weekend off. Oh, nice. Just finished work for the day. Perfect. Good start. Well, I don't know if you drink beer, but I I love uh, a beer I posted in Discord. Uh, it's called the beer company is Fixed Gear Brewing Company. Hat Trick is the name of the beer. It is so good. Light lager. Anyway, yeah. Oh, you prefer your whiskeys? No problem. I can appreciate whiskey. I like tipping back my tequila. I like tipping back my vodka. I like tipping back many different hard liquors. uh, yeah. I also like for if I'm at a festival like a 3 day or 4 day long like camp out festival for my morning, I'll get like instead of a full pitcher, I'll get like a half pitcher and I'll throw ice in it. Yeah, there you go. Nice. I throw some ice in it, and I throw some amaretto and like fill half of it amaretto, half of it Bailey's. Stir that with the ice, and that'll be my morning drink. After you brush your teeth, take care of yourself. uh, but that's what I used to do for festivals is walk around with that concoction for my morning, and then yeah, whatever else I felt like drinking. Normally for a beach day, it would be like vodka and Sunny D in a backpack, a 60 pounder, and two things of Sunny D. I'd bring that up and down the river while inner tubing. Around here, there's like a 4 hour or a 3 hour float down the river, which I love taking. So if you buy a plastic vodka liquor bottle and then get your Sunny D and use those all as mixed bottles as well. You can float down the river with that and have it be river warm. Yeah, but if you're ever floating in the river, you never bring glass. You always bring plastic or cans. Let's see, normal percentage. I think it goes up to 7.9 in Canada. I think, like, and then you're talking like bang for your buck beer. Uh, it's like that's what I would have drank right as I turned 19. It would have been like, uh, I think, I think the one brand was like Black Ice Triple X or something. Like that was it was the type of like bang for your buck beer when I was a teenager. And you'd get a 2-4 of that, and that would slosh you and your friends. Uh, yeah, but I think kind of normal is like 6'1" to 6'9". In there is about kind of average, I would say. Yeah, lightweights. Yeah, the states is even more watery. Yeah, the states is more watered down beer. Yeah, we go for longevity through a night. Yeah, I had a couple of Americans over before. What was their choice to drink when you drank with them, if you did? 2 to 3 beers. Nice. I could be drunk after 3 beers, but still maintain up to 14 or 15 beers after that. Still be drunk. Yeah, around here, it, it's pretty pricey to get beers. There's a whole bunch of like local brewing companies. Everybody's making their own beers and everything. So uh, the cheapest place always in towns are like the Legions. I don't know if you have like Legions in your town where it's like an old veterans hangout, and that would be where the cheapest pitchers are. It's a type of beer that you pour a little bit of when you pour yourself a draft beer out of those kegs. You're gonna pour a little bit of like tomato juice or like tomato juice in there. They're drowning in our 15th beer without any issues. I'm not taking anything away from you. uh, my choice of what I enjoy and what I've enjoyed in life is a wide gambit. Me, I love mushrooms, which in Canada are they'll see they'll make you see different worlds. I don't I don't know about where you I've been doing mushrooms for I don't know how long. Uh, I think let's see, first time I did mushrooms would have been probably 17, and not that I recommend anybody who's young like that to do mushrooms, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I did insane amount of acid. We used to have acid Friday nights where we'd just have acid parties and sheets of acid, and we would pass them around to everybody. Uh, for me, my later teenage years were growing up in Toronto in the rave scene. So like my uh, six, six, 15, 16, 17, or like in that age, like 16, 17, was in Toronto, going to high school out there. I think I went to, I was telling my daughter on the walk here, I went to 8 different high schools throughout my high school life and never graduated from one of them. So, you know, I don't have an education like other people. I have a different type of education. For me, I was in adult jail when I was 17, and you weren't supposed to be in there till you were 18. So like I was in and out all through my youth, and then a little bit through as an adult at the beginning till I figured out what I didn't want to be in life. It took a while though. It took a while, but through all of that time, I was having a blast. Uh, Having acid parties with my friends and my girlfriend at the time. We're dabbling into everything as far as crime together as well. So, which I mean, I've paid my dues, and it's stuff I don't have issue talking about. It's stuff that I've learned from, and I've had to have adult conversations with judges to plead my case to be able to get out on parole. So, you know, yay me! I've done good. Let's see. So first, like as a first time 3, next time 6, next time 9, all months. I didn't do any federal time. It was all minor stuff. It was all here. It's a deuce under, so 2 years under is all like short time. And a deuce over is federal, so that's when you go into like penitentiaries is what we have here in Canada. Everything else is kind of dealt with on municipal levels. So yeah, So that was all just learning lessons. I I had fun. Like I've been in some jails that were like 20-hour lockdowns. I've been in some that had pool tables, and you were able to basically gamble. And I'm a really good pool player, so I basically we I went in there, and the first weekend I went in there, I found out that there was a tournament for uh, everybody throws in a pack of TMs. TM being uh, tailor made cigarette TM. So a pack of TMs was your entrance fee. There was 16 people entered into this tournament, and winner takes all. So I entered into that. I ended up winning that, and so first thing I got 16 packs of variety packs of cigarettes. And so right away, I opened up a store, my own little store, a lending business. And you do 2 for 3 or 3 for 5, and help people out when they need it, and basically lend them some smokes when uh, when they didn't have them, when their canteen wouldn't be coming in till next week, or sometimes they wouldn't have money. Uh, Sometimes a person wouldn't have money coming into their bank account because of outside forces, right? Whatever the circumstances, somebody always needs a loan and help. So you end up helping people out with that sort of stuff. And so I won that tournament three weekends in a row. So I ended up getting quite a bank, and I sat on that for a while. That helps you maintain friendships really easily. Yeah, but that was in a place where we had pool tables, so that was a whole lot easier to get along as far as time. I've always worked in tried to work in kitchens when I've been in, because it was always really nice to be able to get access to extra food working in a kitchen when other than that you're just getting served a tray. Watching kitchen staff that you worked with on a continuous basis try to get away with cooking bacon in a kitchen in a jail, or like in a correction detention center, whatever they're called. Watching somebody get away with cooking bacon without getting caught is one of the most hilarious things I've ever witnessed. Also, ended up having uh, made her own like orange juice liquor, uh, and that like went through you like mercury. You drank a little bit of it, and and it it would come through you so fast, like you'd get liquored, but the entrance, and it'd be right through your body so fast you'd absorb it. I don't know what it was, but it ended up going through you really quick. But yeah, that was a blast too. Uh, yeah, working in kitchens also gave me access to be able to bring some of the bigger weightlifting guys that wanted to pack on extra protein and whatnot. You'd bring them hard boiled eggs, and you'd bring them like peanut butter sandwiches, anything like that, and you'd get uh, get fair trade, right? So yeah, that whole fun economy on the inside uh, was always interesting. Watching people go to court for a day, and smuggle, because I was in when you were allowed to smoke cigarettes and when you weren't allowed to smoke cigarettes. So I was in at different transitions in time where rules had changed. So there was times when cigarettes were everywhere, and then next time where people are like huddling and hoarding as much as they can, and having to hide a smell of a cigarette is something that is becomes a completely different level. I don't know what everybody does now. It's not like they're only allowed using these e-cigs now. Yeah, I have no idea. It's been so long. Like so I'll give you a gauge. For me, it was a hilarious time. I was trying to get out. Uh, I got parole December 13th, 1999. I was actively trying to get parole so that I wasn't locked up through the Y2K stuff. Uh, Everybody thought the lights were going to go out. You know, if you're in a jail system through that, that's a different type of environment. So I have been actively out of trouble since then. So I have no idea what they are allowed in there. So I that's amazing that they're allowed e-cigs. Surprises me that they're allowed having those batteries because they can explode. Yeah, that would be something that would I would. There's times where they pulled. There's times where they pulled magazines away from me, and they was considered contraband because of the topics that were in it and how to make a shank and stuff like that. I remember a Maxim magazine going doing a Maxim magazine doing a write up on they they ended up stopping a magazine from coming in, and that was like the best magazine to be able to get because you could trade uh, the pictures in there like posters for whatever you wanted. Yeah, boys never stay out of trouble. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's funny. Like yeah, it's all neat memories. Like just the type of characters that you meet in there. I've sat down with really nice guys that are that have killed people and they're yeah great conversation, a good card player. you know, that's you have to have an open mind when you're in jail because you're in there with a whole lot of people that have different opinions than you and are willing to do stuff to prove prove that their opinion might be more right than yours. So sitting down across from a table full of guys like that and and you just playing cards and having fun and listening to their stories on why they are the way that they are and just not be judgy, just be learned by sitting and actually capping an ear to somebody talking if they got the time to tell you and teach you stuff, whether or not you choose to absorb what they're telling you as a fact or fiction, or whether or not you should apply it to your life. I mean, I've had horrible people tell me stuff. Well, I know, I know what I believe. You just got to make up your own mind on that. But it doesn't my I keep my ear open to everything. I like hearing all sides because everybody's got a point. I want to hear everybody's stupid opinion. uh, yeah, I think the one of the guys that I met in there had the most impacted character that I saw in there was a guy that didn't mean to kill multiple people, and he was a drunk driver, and he had taken out a family, and that was like that was a guy that just he felt fucking horrible, and he did everything to try and correct his life. He was a guy that you could sit back and learn from, just on okay, maybe you shouldn't do that. Yeah, 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 yeah. You'll learn about drunk driving before Mothers Against Drunk Driving type thing, before the MAD campaign. MADD. Post stamps, earbuds. Yeah. Yep. Boys will be boys. I was what I was, and now I'm supposed to be a man. Yeah. Well, I hope they still have access to something. I remember when they first implemented those rules as far as taking away stuff from prisoners. But it's the more on top of more on top of more. I remember fighting for phone time to talk to family. That seems something ridiculous. That could be always changed. Never. I don't know what it's like now. I heard it got really expensive, and that the companies are for contact through or have become like a monopoly, and so you have to go through these companies that charge way more than any telemarketing company should. That's what I understand it. That's sad. That's the time when you need your family. Oh man, I remember when I was 17. I was in the Don jail in Toronto. That jail's been a long time torn down, but I remember my mom and my sisters coming to visit me and doing the whole hand against the plexiglass, like the thick scratched up plexiglass. Yeah, that was a memory. I didn't have family come see me a whole lot after that. After that, it was friends that would bring strippers. Oh, for the kiss. Love it. I grew up around future strippers. Yeah, yeah. They've all done good for themselves. It's all just a stage of life. Even in that stage, you can do good in life. There's just a whole lot more sharks on the side in those instances. Well, Nakrova, I think that's a little lesson about me today. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not shy about all that sort of stuff. I've lived a fun life. There's times where I've been chased by helicopters and dogs and crazy, crazy running stories from the law, uh, crazy car chases, and all fun, all fun. All stuff that I don't recommend anybody else do. Yeah, yeah. Burn dog. Shabba-dibba-doo. Mm-hmm. Back in town. I'm putting this here. If you got any other questions, ask now. Scusi. I'm gonna put some music back on in your evening. I do not want any drips falling on my pack of papers. Hang that. Away you go. No. Tweed Kush Mints. Whole flower cannabis, 20 grams. THC, 36.4. Not paid, just enjoyed. Ready for a refill? Ready for a refill. Deliciamundo. Alright, I'm gonna kick on that music. Here we go.
if I have ever experienced love before. If I've ever experienced love before. It may have been as a hill, a tower, or even a mountain. If that was love, if that was love, now it is a butterfly, carried so high by the wind. Barely, but able to see at a glance. All those snow-covered peaks.